Everybody, it's Invicta. It is time for another judging of Isaac here on the channel. Today, as you can tell by the thumbnail, on the stand of judging is going to be the much requested and highly anticipated item, Isaac's Heart. Isaac's Heart. You stand accused of being one of the most dangerous items in all of Isaac, a proverbial nuisance to play with, and also a high target for re-rolling. How do you plead? Let's find out. But first off, thank you all very much for all the support and the feedback on the like streak goal. I'm still working out a couple of the options, but I will put it to a vote very soon. I still have not recorded the video at the time it's recording yet. Hopefully it went out yet, but if I haven't, then keep an eye out for it this weekend. So here's your meme of the day / picture of the day sent in here by EconomyOwl6805 on the Invicta subreddit, also known as Lux in the YouTube streams. Title throw was mail received, and then in the thread they said, "Thank you so much, Invicta. That stream was a night to remember. I loved it so much I already drilled holes and got it framed and hung up." I mean, I love getting these type of posts and pictures and stuff. So, and with permission, of course, had the first name on there as well. So thank you very much, Lux. Awesome. I'm glad it arrived safe and sound. And yeah, I love doing those metal prints. So if you don't know, that is the exclusive metal prints available for giveaway only during streams. So if you haven't caught a Tuesday stream yet here on YouTube, then you might want to, or even a Twitch stream, which happens even more frequently. All right, we got to be locked in here. We got to be absolutely goated today. We are playing on the YouTube save file, by the way. I don't know if I said that or not, but we are playing on the YouTube save file. So people have been saying that they want to see a little bit higher stakes going on here with these Judging of Isaac videos. So there you go, Mosh Pit. Here's the seed today in case if you want to play along with this, with a map layout anyway. It's going to be Golf, Foxtrot 9 Zulu, Juliet, Delta, Whiskey, November. I'm going to give myself Isaac's Heart, and we are on the way. Ooh boy, we're playing as base Isaac because we want to give the same baseline treatment for everything here. I don't want to have like an Eden start and give us like a super crazy advantage or anything like that. And Isaac's Heart is one of my least favorite items. It's I would say second only to maybe I don't know, man. It's really, really difficult for me to think of an item that I hate more than Isaac's Heart. Maybe TM Trainer. That's about it. If I'm like actually trying to win. Like now, if as far as goofiness goes and like the non-YouTube file, and you know I would say that TM Trainer is fine as long as you're not trying to win. If you're just trying to have fun, go for the wackiness of it all, then sure, then knock yourself out. But typically speaking, I wouldn't put Isaac's Heart over TM Trainer in terms of my most hated items. Isaac's Heart has killed me before, so as you can see here, we're taking lots of damage. If you don't know what Isaac's Heart is, by the way, is a familiar that will follow behind Isaac and essentially deal damage whenever it slams down. The problem with Isaac's Heart, and this is the biggest one, is the fact that it does have Isaac's hitbox is no longer on Isaac's body. It is the heart. So what your job is, and this is what better players than I do, your job is to simply keep the heart safe. You want to position Isaac's body in between where the heart is. Yes, you can bomb yourself. Yes, you can. You used to be able to actually have a pretty good synergy with Blood Rights, where you would just be able to infinitely just hit over and over and over again, and it wouldn't do damage to you. Well, that was deemed too strong, thanks to Repentance, and now we cannot do that. So it was pretty much one of the few fun combinations that we had that actually gave you a chance to have a little bit of hope if you ever got this item. But Repentance, baby. All right, so our job here is to knock away targets and also run intercept on anything that tries to get close to Isaac's Heart. I am not very good with playing with Isaac's Heart. I'm just, as a disclaimer, I do not play with this item. If one of the recourses back in the day was that, well, you know, if you're such a pro player, why don't you get good with it, blah blah blah. Here's the thing: the reason why I don't want to get good with Isaac's Heart is because I simply will never take it willingly. So I'm not going to try to use a lot of time and effort in order to get good at an item that I'll never ever use willingly. Anyway, we're going to need HP here, so we do have one more reroll, which I am going to go all the way back to reroll Stompy for. I don't know where the super secret room is. It could be off of the L-shaped room. I'd rather hold on to my bombs though. My bombus. Obviously, we do not want Stompy, so go ahead and give it the good old yeet. And yep. I think we could, in theory. I'm not replacing the D6 with Dad's key, but if the super secret room is off of the L-shaped room, we don't have to use a bomb to find it. So let's find out. Yep. All right. We know it's not there, so I don't know. Maybe it's off of the shop, I guess, or the super secret room. I mean, that's really the only places it could be. Unless if it's in the L-shaped room and it just didn't show on the map. I'm gonna go back and check real quick. There's no way that it's not off the L-shaped room. If it is off of, if it's not in there, I'm gonna have to use blue map because I just want to see where it is. I wouldn't go in. Got to be over here. Yeah. Okay. All right. I just had to threaten it. And no, if you tap the Temperance Machine was either Isaac's Heart. It used to give you unlimited taps, but it doesn't anymore. You still get dinged for the you still get dinged for the HP. Is Pandora's box soul hearts on this floor, or is it the next floor? It's this floor. It's 15 cents for 2 soul hearts. That's pretty aggressive. However, when we're trying to save Isaac's Heart here, I think it's almost worth it, I would say. Almost. But you'd have to pay me more than a couple Buffalo nickels to ever make that on any other trade outside of having Isaac's Heart. So we can't freely walk over the Sacrum altar or anything like that. I will say that when it comes to positioning Isaac, as against all other instincts that it goes against for you naturally, you actually want to make contact damage with enemies. Isaac does deal contact damage whenever he runs into them. So his body is totally immune. Again, it's a very different way of playing. You can go into curse rooms, but not for free. So this is basically the strat here, is just to get Isaac's Heart in the way of other things. And if this were the non-nerfed Abyss, I'd be all over this. I think we have to take Guppy's Collar, just for the chance of getting Guppy items here. Oh, you know what? I lied. We can actually get free entry into the curse room. That's muy bueno. That's real bueno. Alex, did you know that? Alex, did you know that? Did you know that you could get into curse rooms without taking damage if you have Isaac's Heart? I bet he did know that. He's probably looking at me with an air of, okay. I know, Alex. I know. If you did know that, though, Alex, then, well, you know, good on you. I mean, Alex does play Isaac. Like, it's not like he's a newbie. In fact, the running joke is that it's actually Alex playing the game. I want Linger Bean, I guess, because we want the rerolls for the boss room, or possibly the devil deal. The running joke is that it's actually Alex who is playing these games, and I'm just doing the commentary over it. I'm actually a terrible Isaac player. Little behind the scenes curtain pull there. That is not a room that we want to be in. Which, by the way, he himself is the one who perpetuated that lie. I don't know how to say perpetuated in Espanol, but if you know, comment down below. So nice little body block there. We stopped that champion shot from hitting Isaac's Heart. You just have to reprogram your brain when it comes to playing with Isaac's Heart, playing around Isaac's Heart, literally. I mean, you got to think that, remember, Isaac's Heart will shift its position based around the side that Isaac is flipped to. I'm going to take HP to pay for Guppy's collar. I mean, Heartbreak would be not bad for having Isaac's Heart. But it also can be lethal, as we saw in the TM Trainer video. I'm not going to take Heartbreak. I will take Gimpy because I do think that Gimpy will be very beneficial. And with only 7 cents. I don't think we can get Diplopia. I'm only doing this because we got the Devil Deal now. And this is good. This is pretty much good practice for running interference. Linger Beam actually comes from Isaac's body, not from Isaac's heart, which is a little bit weird. Ooh, I saw that schmove from a mile away, game. Hoping we're going to get some money here. We could play the Sacrum Shuffle, but that's in any other circumstance, I would definitely be on. I'd be on board for it, but not with Isaac's Heart. There's going to be some limitations to what I am willing to and not willing to do. And especially with the fact that we are on the, I need to remind myself that we are on the YouTube file, so. And we can just kind of bully Wrath here. So you're seeing right here just how nice it is to be able to completely body block things in Isaac. Like, the enemies don't expect it. And it can be quite powerful. Like, there are, like, with the judging of Isaac, look, I try to be as fair as possible, right? I try to give items the benefit of the doubt, to make them work, and being as non-biased as possible, as I could possibly be as a veteran Isaac player. There are certain aspects to Isaac's Heart that you can actually overcome with enough practice and some good luck, I would say. But it's still extremely dangerous for an item. It is a top-tier deadly item in Isaac. And not one that should be underestimated or taken lightly. In regards to it's just the dangerous factor of it all. I was really hoping we can get a key. Now we're going to have to leave Diplopia. I really wanted that golden chest too, but I mean, having that full charge doesn't matter, so let's go on. Speaking of Alex, responding to Alex. Curse of Lost. Isaac's Heart is a very win every room one at a time item. And we're just in the beginning stages here, obviously. We haven't even hit the mid game yet. But it's only going to get worse for us if we don't. We're still highly dependent on Isaac's stats. I mean, we need the usual tears upgrade, movement speed upgrade, damage upgrades, etc., etc. So whenever we can manage to get stuff like that, it's even more important on runs like this where you have to basically take all items into account, or just how far they can do to help support the fact that you have Isaac's Heart. In the sense that, like, you need stuff that's going to be able to push stuff away. You need to have range. You need to have good tier effects. It's the usual thing, except heightened in terms of must needs and values. Great shot by Isaac's Heart there. Now that little slam that you see there, it does actually deflect a lot of things, including shots as well. So there is also an element of offensive defense, if that makes sense, when it comes to Isaac's Heart. But again, it is just something you have to play around. That's just bottom line. Get good with it or get it gone. And unfortunately, for a Judging of Isaac episode, we cannot get it gone here. I am forced to, unless actually forced to re-roll, like by way of accidental missing no. Missing no would be the only thing that would make me re-roll here. Because Lord knows I wouldn't take TM Trainer. One bomb gives us 4 mushrooms and a key. It was worth the chance. A bit of a panic there when he didn't die. As you see here, we do have free reign to go over like spikes and stuff like that. So that's there are benefits to Isaac's Heart. It's kind of like blueprints in a way. Like seeing I also gotta stop saying like so much. I've been catching myself doing that more often. Seeing a new puzzle or new room or something like that in blueprints, there's always more than meets the eye in that game. And with Isaac's Heart, it's very, very easy to catch yourself saying, this is the worst item in the game. I think that it's an automatic loss. I hate this item. I'll never take it again. Which is usually the side that I'm on. But there are situations where you have to put yourself in this manner. Like if you are playing as Eden, there's a non-0% chance that you will start with Isaac's Heart. So in order for you to make sure that it doesn't become an automatic loss item, you've got to at least learn the basics. Okay, I don't know why Isaac's Heart didn't shift there, because I definitely told it to. This is not the time to start slipping now. We've done a semi-decent job at staying afloat for now. I really, really, really want to take Mystery Gift, but not until we at least see if we can re-roll into another Guppy item after the Devil Deal, if we get one. Now, if we don't get a Devil Deal here, then the plan will be for me to drop the Mystery Gift in the boss room and have 2 item pedestals for re-rolling. Let's reposition here. Isaac's Heart can push stuff away. So just straight up body blocking right now. That's all we're doing. Growth Hormones is fantastic. Probably not going to re-roll that. We need damage. We need movement speed. That solves. And it's also 1/3 of Spun. We need all the advantages we can get. We need to get to a point where we can just body the game. So this is a pretty high value play here. Even if we get a range upgrade, we have a full charge, or 2 if we need to buy one from the store, and re-roll into something hopefully incredible. I'm going to take the movement speed as well as obviously growth hormones. Movement speed is everything when you're talking about Isaac's Heart. It allows you to position a lot easier, allows you to get in, it allows you to intercept a lot easier as well, and essentially just keep yourself safe. So we don't use the reroll here. Did we find the item room on this floor? I don't think we have. Yeah, we're not done here yet. We still have some time for possible Pognus. An Invisi champion there. It's not going to deter us one bit. Normally these rooms, this room especially with the exploding champion, would be a giant pain, but I have no fear of that for Isaac's Heart. Get the oh crap transformation here, but of course we got hit right at the very end, so we end up losing one of our pips. No problem though, we have Super Larry in here. As you see there, Isaac does deal contact damage, so it's better. It's honestly better for us to get Mom's heals or something. I mean, look, I love Metronome. I love Metronome. It's one of my favorite fun items to use that isn't exceedingly dangerous. But it ain't no D6, and we need all the D6 right now. The D-Sizzle is calling our names. Calling, calling home. Yeah, Bolitar is fantastic. Bolitar gives us a little bit more defensive aspects of this build here. It allows us to make sure that we have some kind of extra interference that we're running to save Isaac's heart from possible damage. It is not bad here. I'm going to also hold on to the store key as well. It saves us a key every floor. So this run's going to be slow. I'm going to play this as carefully as I can. Again, I don't know why Isaac's heart is not moving. We are in a very much of a survive and thrive situation here. We're not looking to blow the game out of the water. Although that would be nice. That would be nice. Sorry, it can get out of control against these leaping enemies here, so. Especially with the little spiders making all the schmoves. This is not good. You're seeing Bolitar go to work, though, on Carrion Queen. So Carrion Queen's doing her usual thing now. Don't know what she's bouncing off of though. Up there. Whatever. Yave. But yeah, this is a very much of a just survive run. Get as much HP as possible. Try to get tanky. That's the reason why I got Gimpy. That's the reason why we take Bolitar. Bolitar is excellent for us here. And you just gotta target prioritize, man. And this will also be a pretty good test for me too, because it has been forever since I played with Isaac's Heart, which is not good, by the way. I'm very, very, very out of practice with the item. I know just enough to possibly survive when I get it. Really. Now that was a deflection right there, I tell you what, brother. That was close. And believe it or not, enemies will gun for Isaac's Heart. They will not let you escape. Honestly, Voodoo Head-ites out there, now is your time to thrive, my brothers and sisters. Voodoo Head is actually kind of great here. We don't have to worry about the late game cost of a curse room. We have an increased chance of getting soul hearts as well as guppy items, and on top of that, we get better overall curse rooms. But the main appeal here is the fact that we don't have to worry about paying the inflated costs of curse rooms, having a second one per floor, because we have Isaac's Heart and we have that free entry. Yes, we do lose the special spawn of the floor every single floor. But in this case, when we know that we're going to probably have a low damage, low DPS, low whatever run, survival is key. And that's what I'm gunning for here. Oh my gosh. Okay, well now, I mean, we're doing pretty good damage now, I gotta say. Use Mascara. Absolute massive damage upgrade here. If we can just get some supplementary stats now with the tiers upgrades, shot speed upgrades, and just make up all the stuff that we just lost, we're in a good position here. Get Linger Bean getting in there. Go on and get you some, Linger Bean. You do not want Curse of the Tower. Ooh. That was a pretty clutch body block there, if I do say so myself. Got a Sun card, so feeling cautiously optimistic here. I know that our damage is supercharged thanks to Use Mascara. I very much hope that we get those tiers upgrades. Guess we were too close to the wall there. The Vis mobs are actually pretty dangerous. When you have Isaac's Heart, you gotta just burst them down quickly. And it's Carrion Queen once again. This is Red Carrion Queen, though. Whoa, Isaac's Heart. Whoa, let's calm it down there, Pimpin'. Just getting ready to say we haven't lost anything yet, and then we immediately lose the Bone Heart. The thing I don't like about Isaac's... I mean, there's a lot I don't like about Isaac's Heart. The thing that I absolutely hate about it is that it stops. It slows down and stops when you're trying to fire. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but there's a lot of firing that goes on in the Binding of Isaac. So you have to pull off the trigger to get Isaac's Heart to reposition, and that's what complicates the matter here. And we didn't get a deal with the devil. It's totally fine. It gives us shot speed. It gives us tiers. All right, let's not get cocky now. All right, here we go, Voodoo Head. Voodoo Headites, your time is now. Get Guppy's Paw. We do not have a reroll yet. But Guppy's Paw obviously is a super go. I'm not going to remove our soul hearts or our red heart upgrades right now. We need all HP. Okay, so it gave us something that we were already going to have, to be fair. So I'm not going to fully credit Voodoo Head for this floor here because we were going. It's 100% double deal anyway. So that teleport really doesn't matter. But I like where your head's at, Voodoo Head. I'm not going to use the Sun card yet because I just don't want to. I probably honestly would use the Sun card as a heal more than anything at this point. Because we are going to have to do some full clears here. We're trying to really maximize our value. It's weird that Linger Bean seems to be dealing damage in a greater area than what the sprite is actually showing. And trust me, I'm all for it. Oh man, just give a Sacred Heart again. Just give a Sacred Heart again. Why not? No, but it is Champion Belt, except we can't get in there yet because no bomb. Oh, there we go. All right. I could re-roll it, but I'm going to take more damage. We have the Use Mascara damage multiplier. 2.5 damage is bonkers. There's mainly bonkers. A massive, massive damage upgrade there just for one simple... It's usually just a 1 damage upgrade, Champion Belt is, but not with Use Mascara, baby. It's all about them multipliers. Just like in Balatro, just like in... What, slot machines? Raid, which is a slot machine. We do have a couple of openings in the Raid clan, anyone, for those of you who are playing Raid Shadow Legends. Yes, that Raid Shadow Legends. Trying to get more active people out there. you're interested, you can send an application. Just search for the official Mosh Pit. This does give us 2 or 3 a spawn. Euthanasia is not bad. I normally would have re-rolled here, but since we've already got a previously taken syringe item, I'm going to be lenient. EH Dizzle, also a good pickup. You do not want to give the Gishes a chance to spawn underneath Isaac's heart here. There we go. Euthanasia getting in there, getting the dunk. Now, you might be curious as to why I would mention Mom's heals. One of the little known factors about Mom's heals, this is something that I do tend to forget every now and then. And I know that I'm not known for forgetting things, but if you have Mom's heal, you deal greater contact damage on enemies. Now, how that has any correlation with Mom's heals, I have no clue. Don't ask me. Ask Ed. We have the reroll for the Devil Deal. Let's hope that we get some more HP in here, and let's hope that we get a monster Devil Deal item. Cage is going to be dangerous. Yeah, because he can just bowl Isaac right over. We can deflect him with Isaac's heart more so than push him around, so... Okay, he didn't leap. We only took 1 damage. And we get spun. There we go. Those spun's going to be huge. If we can get that 9 cents, that would also be massive. And take the reroll on the Devil Deal and be utterly, hopelessly disappointed, as always. If you haven't already submitted your feedback, everyone, I don't know what the feedback time is going to be for Ed on that poll in regards to taking everyone's top 5 most useless trinkets in the game, and then top 10 useless trinkets and top 3 to 5 useless Devil Deals. But if you want to submit them and you're not on Twitter, make sure you go check out that news bulletin video that I posted a couple of days ago, last week. Go check that one out. It's important. If you want to have an actual say-so and have assistance in the balancing of Isaac for an upcoming patch, please go check out that video. I also submit my own. Ooh. PhD would be massive here. I wish I didn't use all that money to hit the judgment now, but... And honestly, we didn't have to. That's my fault. Oh, okay. Alright, so it begins here. It begins. I see, game. There's no way for us to get any more money. We're not going to be able to get PhD, so I'm just going to hope that we get an HP upgrade here from the judgment. He stopped screwing us. Yeah, I'll take up a 4 is fine. But as you see here, no. As you see here, we're starting to get whittled down, and this is not a good thing. The curse room here? Or not the curse room, the secret room? Or is it down here next to the shop? No, it can't be there. It's either here... This is the least likely spot. I need to see what's on this side. Yeah, it has to be here. Okay. We got Epiphora. We actually had 2 chances to get PhD now. But thanks to that judgment and my impatience, we do not get PhD now. Okay. Again, I think that I'm probably going to have to save the Sun card for an emergency heal at this point, although we don't have a lot of red hearts to recover anyway, so it may not be a big deal. Tammy's head is not what we want. Yep. Yeah, Isaac's hard. You need to stay more behind me, son. Double card doesn't really help us. Honestly, we're fine if we just get some HP upgrades. Just regular, basic old HP upgrades is that's like gold to us at this point. It's early enough in the level for me to re-roll the shop. Oh. I don't think Keeper Sack is not going to have any other help for us at this point on Depths 2, Acropolis 2. It might be one of the very rare few times that we're going to fade Keeper Sack. I know that we have a Temperance Machine. I know that there's some red hearts on the ground here. This is going to be a hot take. This is going to be a hot take. I don't think Death's Touch makes us better here. Oh, it does give an absolute crap ton of damage, though, man. I don't like this play. For the record, I don't like this play. We don't have enough HP to really make this play seem viable. Yep. And that's why right there. I do not know about that one game. That looked pretty off to me, but... And just like that, all of our HP is gone. I do not like the pickup of Death's Touch there. At all. Especially before we play the Temperance Machine to try to get some soul hearts out of the Temperance Machine. We have the damage now. We got piercing shots, but and then we keep getting BS like this room. I hate it, dude. I absolutely hate it. We might be able to bomb our way into the boss trap room. And we're going to have to probably desperation take pills at this point. This is enough for Keeper Sack. Or starter deck. I'm not going to take these yet because I have a feeling we're probably going to take more damage in the boss trap room. We get Blue Cap, which does give us HP back, and a Tears upgrade. Okay, we bursted down. We bursted down both of them, thanks to Linger Bean and also the piercing shots. Blessed Penny is going to have to be our absolute savior lord in this episode. If we take starter deck, that's it. There's no going back to pills. Keeper's Sack still gives us a few stats. We still have an item in the item room. We can take this charge key. Ooh, that's so good. It's Reverse Justice card. Give me hope. Get flying now. Come on, Blessed Penny. You gotta be better. Flying helps out tremendously with our mobility. Obviously, it helps out with our survivability. I'm hoping that we can just get some coins off of here. $0.05, so we can still take starter deck, and I think we're gonna have to just for the stats. I have a bomb. And Voodoo Head can really step it up as well. If Voodoo Head makes this happen and gives us some late game clutch soul hearts, that's all we want at this point. I don't want anything else other than soul hearts. We just have to out tank and outlast this run, which is the situation that Isaac's Heart really puts you in. I'm going to take starter deck, get a movement speed upgrade, big damage upgrade, and range. Two of Spades doubles our keys. We have the Magician card, which will give us a little bit of help as well with defense. Two of Hearts would be an emergency heal. That's going to be better, I think. What were you? Hermit card. Hermit card. Now, wait a second. The reverse Hermit card can create item pedestal. It can turn item pedestals into coins. And that could also potentially save us with some more procs from the Blessed Penny. So this could be pretty insane. There is a trinket. What we need to do is we need to drop everything in this room that we're not going to use. Let's see if this reroll gives us anything good first. It did not. So that's going to be even more coins that we can take, that we can put in here and hope. Ooh. Okay, the Chaos card we're probably going to keep over the Two of Hearts. Chaos card will allow us to just insta-kill any boss. Now, I don't think we're going to need that against Mom, but someone like Matriarch or even Isaac would have to be, that'd have to be the target. I am anticipating seeing Matriarch. So let's grab all the stuff we can. 1 cent gets us in a couple more stats here. I don't think there's any left on the floor. Well, I mean, we're about to get it anyway with the reverse Magician card, or reverse Hermit card. What am I doing? This is not the item. This is not the room that we're dropping stuff in. I came here to pick you up. Then we're going to go drop this into the item room after we've collected everything. The other card over there is a Sun card. I'm not going to destroy that, so we'll go get that. Okay, so that's the Hermit card we want to use. We do not want to lose the Blessed Penny. Two of Hearts is something that we are not going to be taking out of here. Bam. Bam. Let's see if there's anything else I can grab. Again, that's the Sun card, so I don't care about that one. And this is the Chaos card. I'm going to use that one. All right, come on, Blessed Penny. This is your time. One and a half soul hearts. Yeah. I mean, hey, look. That's more HP than we would have gotten. So it was a good play. It was a good idea. We also come down here and get another couple little stats from buying this pill inside the shop. I think it's fine. So again, if you, those of you who've always wanted to see what a min-max run would look like, this is pretty much it. Having to go through these lengths, man. We can use the temperance machine in here to try to generate a couple more hearts. We won't lose the eternal heart as long as we don't tap it again like that. And all I'm really trying to do here, is just grab a couple of extra half soul hearts from Blessed Penny. That's it. Blood bag would be incredible, but it didn't happen. Okay, and I know that we have another half heart up here, but I'm gonna, and there's one in the shop, but we spent a lot of time on this floor, and I think I'm ready. We're in a much better position than we were right after we took Death's Touch, so enough time's gone by. We kind of reset the rage a little bit. Don't want to be crashing out here. This is not the run to do it on. Just got to be careful of the positioning of Isaac's heart when it comes to the doors. There's no foot. We stop firing. I couldn't even see where the foot was. Okay, we took 1 damage there. It's to be expected. We don't have a reroll for the devil deal, so, and I'm not going to go down that low. If we didn't have Isaac's heart, it would be a totally different story. But we got to be locked in. And Voodoo Head, now's your time to be even more impressive here. Got screwed by something and only got 2 chests, which gave us a Mega Troll Bomb and spiders. You want me to believe you're a real item, Voodoo Head? We need something way more than that. This is not the time for Butterfingers here. Euthanasia doing work here. I wish we had some kind of Spectral Tears. World card, very nice. Dice room, but I cannot fathom, for the life of me, I cannot think of a room that I would want here. Again, we get another 2 chests curse room with Voodoo Head. That gave us nothing, so. No, they're Voodoo Headites. I don't know. And so far, we haven't seen really anything clutch. Gonna be honest. Again, I don't give you credit for that devil deal teleport because we were gonna get in that devil deal anyway. So that doesn't curry any favor with me. Not yet. Yeah, I would love to. I really would. Trust me. I wish I could. I would give anything to be able to reroll out of Isaac's heart, but this is judging of Isaac. There's only one option, that is to win. I'm gonna bomb this keeper here. Okay, we got another half soul heart, so we're back to our original starting HP before mom. We come across this piece of garbage room. The world card, not going to use it. We have the sun card. I'm not going to trail over. I'm not going to walk over the middle of this room, because that's when we are going to get popped. There's another aspect to this as well that I should probably mention and talk about. You've probably seen me already do this. You don't have to get so close to enemies. Right now, we don't have to be this close to Mama Gertie. Actually, keeping Isaac's heart next to the door was probably the safest spot. Speedball. Speedball doesn't really help us, although it does give us shot speed and more movement speed, so It's minor, but we'll take it. Instinctually, my tendency is to get in front of any shot that's trying to hit our heart here. So instead of me utilizing our range like I should be doing, I'm doing the incorrect thing, which is just running up and rushing things, putting Isaac's heart in a bad spot. So I'm going to try to stop doing that. Again, we get another 2 chest first room here. We're only 1 away from Guppy, but of course, the law of 2s states that we will never ever see Guppy again. Part of being a good Isaac player is just recognizing bad tendencies and fixing them. Hosts are a little bit different because we can get up close to them and not have to worry about them ever hitting Isaac's heart. Magic skin, but we have a reroll. Could also drop the Temperance Machine in here, get down to Polar Invincibility at least. Got a half soul heart, okay. Dark Prince's Crown. It is useful here, but what's even more useful is rolling into something like 9 lives. So that's what we're going to be gunning for. Breaking out the expert level of strategy here. Oh my gosh. Blessed Penny. Blessed Penny, we love you. You know we do. Giving me hope. Now again, you will see me rush these mobs that are right there, if they're all just lined up like that. Especially with this movement speed and flying and the mobility that we have, I think it is a little bit more practical to just bum rush them instead of letting them take pot shots and maybe making a very minor move that puts you in a bad angle or something and they can snipe you. And we get Guppy. Holy moly. Big time plays with a D sizzle. Big time plays. So we are now Guppy. D6 carrying us here. And that's what you got to do. Two spades, those are key again. We do not want the Bone Heart. And since we're on 1 HP, we might as well go back and take Dark Prince's Crown. Oh yeah, we rolled it. Don't listen to me. Victor, you dummy. Absolute dummy. A little too little, too late for the silver dollar. Silver dollar is only womb, or is it womb and cathedral? Yeah, it's only womb and corpse. Yeah. Now why corpse, I don't know, but we haven't found the secret room yet. Huh. Yeah, this is the super secret room down here. Really? Okay, well, I have no idea then. All right, 2 levels from Pay Dirt. We can't get complacent here. Accidentally picked up a red heart, so might as well lean into it. I don't care about mon. We have plenty of range at this point. We get Kidney Stone. So in a very good scenario, if you happen to start with Isaac's Heart and just so happen to come across the D6 during your adventures or travels, it is tolerable. We made some pretty good, I would say some pretty good plays, even some excellent plays, especially with that reverse Hermit card and the Blessed Penny on Depths 2. And there is a play style. It is a, what compliments I can give to Isaac's Heart. There is a play style that you develop and that you can actually employ for the most part that is unique to this item. And not many items can really say that you have, that it forces a one-of-a-kind play style like no other. Of course, now we get all the stuff here. All the stuff. Very funny, Voodoo Head. We'll give Voodoo Head credit where credit's due. It's unclear what was generated by Voodoo Head or not. But we'll give the credit where it's due here. I am going to use the Chaos card against Isaac. I don't feel like messing with him. Don't feel like dealing with his BS, and we're 1 floor away. First the unknown. Oh man, 120 volt goes insane here with this. I don't really want spilled milk, even though it's not a terrible item here. Now, Piggy Bank is interesting. I'm going to take the tears up from Analog Stick. Piggy Bank's interesting because if we end up taking damage, it drops a coin. And that could produce us a half soul heart, on top of also having a pretty good synergy with Gimpy. So if we end up taking damage, we can actually deal damage and recover HP from it, from either Gimpy or now with the Blessed Penny. But in a really good scenario here, Isaac's Heart is definitely tolerable. It is very unique to play. There's a level of appeal there, I would say. Getting the free curse rooms is always very nice. And if you want a really challenging item that you can absolutely win with, it's not a death sentence. You just gotta be good. It's not even really anything in Isaac. I take that back. I apologize, because I hate the get good skill issue stuff. I know it's a meme, but it's still annoying to read because it's so dismissive of the real issues when players are asking questions. It's not about being good. It's just practice. Practice always makes perfect. And I think that Isaac's Heart is no exception to that adage. If you have the ability to practice Isaac with Isaac's Heart and you're on PC, and so you can just give yourself Isaac's Heart with the console, I would say do it. It's good for a practice. It's a good test of skills. So, final judgment on Binding of Isaac's Heart. It's still not an item that I would take on any regular run. If I feel like challenging myself, it's definitely a nice little handicap there. That is fair. It is a very fair handicap to put yourself in, should you choose to do so. But I still will not willingly take Isaac's Heart unless if we have a really broken run and I have Voodoo Head or something like that. It's a niche appeal item for me. But let me know in the comments down below. Final judgment, final verdict is that it is a dangerous item still. You got to learn the playstyle. If you're unwilling to do that, or if you're not good at it, either practice with it or just completely avoid the item. That is my final take on Isaac's Heart. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your favorite synergies with Isaac's Heart as well. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, everyone. Remember, we try to get to 3,000 likes on all these videos. Whether the new like streak ends up happening or the old like streak of the No Seas Challenge, which is no chests, no coins, and no tarot cards, whether that one comes back or not, again, pending the Mosh Pit vote and nominations, then we get another one down below on the like streak tally. So thank you for watching. Have a great start to your midweek here in the Mosh Pit. As always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, Isaac's Heart, you have been judged. Thanks for watching this video. Like, thanks to patrons of mine like OWTF Lol, Relat01, and Levi. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.